Well, as we've been mentioning all week, ARC is preparing you because hurricane season is here, and there's so many aspects that we think we know about, but then a lot of times we always learn something new. And of course, the financial part of basically preparing for hurricanes is huge. And that's where we have Tish Cornell, my friend, who's from Common Sense Credit Union. And literally, my friend, we have been through so many events this past week together, which has been including the Common Sense for the sponsors for the county judges, state of the county, and y'all did a fantastic job hosting that event. It was really nice.
Thank you. We enjoy working with the chamber and all of the businesses in Southeast Texas and being able to be a part of that coming together and getting that real information out there.
And before we get to this, I want to also shout out for Tish. She's a great sponsor of the Alzheimer's Association, which is dear to my heart. And then tomorrow we get to hang out again with the BBB Torch Awards. So, you know, I thought I was busy. Tish doesn't stop.
Well, you know, I enjoy it. I've been in Beaumont my entire life, and I really have a passion for community and just connecting people together and trying to elevate people and get our mindset in a good direction.
Well, we appreciate this. And this is such an important aspect, the financial aspect of hurricane preparation. We kind of discussed it in there. A lot of us old timers were used to like, we need to have cash, but that is changing, and it could actually hurt you to, you know, you're limited in cash. You probably going electronic might be the key if you have to evacuate.
Yes, you know, I know personally, I misplace things, and so for me, it's easier to deal with digital instead of cash because I misplace things. And so that's one of those things that, you know, I know that my phone is right here, my app is there, I'm able to do things digitally. And to me, that gives me peace of mind to be able to do.
And Tish, if someone's not registered, let's say they're a Common Sense customer and they're not registered digitally, do you encourage, that's one of the prep, would you say that was one of the key prep things to do financially if you're preparing for hurricane season?
Yes, absolutely. Whenever you are connected with your credit union, your financial institution, sign up and make sure that they have all of your correct information so that they can reach out to you and contact you if needed for any type of alerts with closures or any system outages that they're having and experiencing. If you sign up for text alerts, you can get that information quicker. And, you know, the key is communication about making sure that you know where they stand, where you stand, and what needs to be done.
And you're so right, you need money for some, obviously you need money if you evacuate, or money during the storm when places are closed, or then even the money situation too. You still, because some places, their understanding of regions and might forgive you on bills, but still you need a way to pay those bills that are due as well.
Right, no matter where you evacuate, you know, to wherever you're staying in the event of a storm and we have to evacuate, you're still able to get on there, get on your phone, get on a computer, wherever you are, and handle your business the best way that you can.
Well, tell me, what are some tips, Tish, that you think that we all should be prepared when it comes to finances and hurricane preparations?
I do think that one of the most important things is to make sure, again, that your credit union or your financial institution does have all of your correct information, that your address is up to date, that your phone number is up to date. All of that is up to date. That way, if you're out of town and you need to access or call in and speak to somebody, that they have all of your correct information in the event of contacting you. I think it's also important to make sure that you have everything downloaded on your phone or wherever you need so you can stay connected digitally. And then also, you know, in the event that something happens and you have to come back, I will say that we offer personal loans that can help you get that generator to get things back going at your home.
That's right, and that's the recovery part. You also help with that because so much is needed, because when you leave, you don't know where you're going to come back to.
Right.
And sometimes that damage, you know, obviously you want to have electricity or power, so generator. So let us know so you can basically go make those arrangements or inquire about that beforehand?
Yes, you can inquire beforehand, or you can also, again, it always goes back to digital, where you can apply online to make sure that you can get that set up for whenever you get back.
And then a lot of times the digital, what should they do with their credit union if they're going to be gone from their home for a long time, staying at a relative, because then they need to get probably stuff that you might send them, or I guess that's handled digitally as well.
Yes, that's handled digitally as well. Whenever you are going to be evacuating, if you're going to be gone for an extended amount of time, you know, our system, we can set it up to where you're not going to get all these fraud alerts just because you've traveled, you know, because there are different fraud things that are set in place, to make sure that your card's not being used somewhere that you aren't typically, to kind of look at those habits. So if you're traveling very far for an extended amount of time, we can always do an alert to make sure that that you're still able to access and use your card. But during the time of an evacuation, that's typical that we know that people are going to be in other places spending.
And of course, the important stuff is to this beforehand, because sometimes y'all will be closed. The only way of accessing you is electronically. So it's good if you have any of these questions to go in now, because there are folks, heck, there's a lot of stuff that you don't know any of this and you're starting from square one. Can people go in and get like a basic tutorial on how to prepare for it?
Yes, absolutely. Anybody that works at the branch, especially our financial counselors, they can help you with preparing, even on how to save, with setting up an emergency savings fund. You can save all year in the event that during hurricane season you do have to evacuate for hotel expenses. Different
That's
things
a great
like
idea.
That
Is a great idea.
It's a good idea. You think about saving for things that are exciting, or saving for college, or with Christmas accounts, saving for Christmas, but saving for an evacuation fund, I feel like it's very necessary, especially in this area.
Well, I had not heard that, but that is a fantastic idea.
Yes.
I think all of us should do that, because you are going to spend money, and it's good if you already have that money to spend. So.
Yes, and at the credit union, we are very, our CEO, she has access to things at home, so if we do have to evacuate, we still try to stay as connected as possible to take care of our members as long as we can.
Well, fantastic. Well, Tish, you do a fantastic job with Common Sense.
Thank
you for all you do for the community, and thanks for giving us those
too.
very awesome tips.
Thank you, Angel.
And I'll see you tomorrow at the BBB Torch Awards.
See you tomorrow at Torch.